Hi, everyone, and welcome to Divine Resolution Tarot. For those of you who are new, my name is Chanel, and for those of you who are returning, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to read for you. So today I thought it'd be cool to do a reading for the collective. We're going to pull a couple of cards to tap into your person's energy and just see how they're feeling about you. This should give you a message regardless of your sign. And this is the first one I've done like this. So if you like this, please do leave a like to let me know that you would like more of these. Bottom of your deck for your person's energy is the Hermit. So doing a lot of thinking. Wow, Devil in the reverse, Moon in the reverse, Knight of Cups. All right, so let's get into this. Just right off the bat with what I'm seeing from your person looking down here, they've been doing a lot of reflecting on why the connection didn't work. If you're in separation, it looks like they're understanding that they were either like the toxic party, or they're seeing that you really tried to give a lot of love to them and they weren't in a place where they were able to accept your love. Like, they took your love, don't get me wrong, but they weren't in a space where they could reciprocate. For some of you, you had already communicated to this person, like, this is what I need from you, and they weren't willing to do it. So they're thinking about how this situation changed you as a result of them not like following through or giving to you. They're thinking about how you, like, obviously you cut them out of your life with what I'm seeing here, but they're coming to the realization of exactly why that is. Like, wow, I kept downing this person or minimizing their place in my life or not treating them the way they deserve. And instead of them like staying in my toxic behavior, right, they elevated themselves. They were like, hey, if you're not going to change, I got to do something different. And part of that is you. This person is doing a lot of reflecting on where you are now or where you were last time they saw you versus like when they knew you or when they first met you. And they're really astounded by like how you've been able to manage either problems that you faced in your life or challenges like that have come into your life since they've known you, or even things that you've talked about with this person that happened to you like before you met them, right? Maybe you had a really tumultuous childhood, or you've had like traumatic experiences, and this person is really reflecting lately on how those things may have molded you into the person you are, but you didn't let it destroy you. And so I feel like for a lot of you, you've led by example, even if it seems like this person didn't ever understand or they weren't like getting with the program. Now they're doing a lot of reflecting about like who you were, how you showed up, how you move within your own space, not just within the relationship. Now, as far as the cards I've pulled, you have 7 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles reverse, and Justice. So at the moment, your person feels as though you want nothing to do with them. For some of you, maybe you've blocked this person. They feel like they've spent so much time pushing you away that you've now moved into a space where you don't reach out or you don't make them a priority like you used to. They feel as though they spent so much time like blocking you out of their life or causing a lot of conflict. Like, this person is kind of viewing themselves as being the source of a lot of conflict when it comes to the two of you. And it was because they wanted to challenge your perception of them, because I think this person felt like you saw them in a way that wasn't real or like accurate, like, oh, if you only knew the real me, kind of. And so they tried to do things to upset you or to make you think differently of them, because it looks like they felt like you held them in a really high regard. And for some reason, they found that to be really triggering. And so they're reflecting on how they spent all this time kind of sabotaging the situation. And it got to a point with you where instead of you pouring into them or investing into them, they're realizing that you took all of that energy and you invested it into yourself. For some of you, this person does have a way to see what you're doing, and they feel like you're being really like tight-lipped, or maybe you're not posting a lot on social media. It's like any way that they could possibly get information about you. Maybe you're not interacting with like your social media at this time because they don't feel like they have a lot to go on. but they're suspecting that you're creating something really good for yourself that eventually you're going to unveil. As far as this Justice card and, some of these other major arcana cards I see, your person may not be speaking to you at this time, but I see that they realize that you not being a part of their life is exactly what they deserve, based on the way that they behaved, right? It's like they're realizing that they spent so much time trying to break you down or tear the relationship apart. It was only a matter of time before you got sick of like trying to communicate what you wanted or waiting for them to reciprocate. And so this person, oddly enough, whether you feel it or not, they're doing a lot of reflecting on the relationship, the role they played, how you showed up, who you are as a person that perhaps they were unable to see because they were so focused on like what they thought was the reality of the situation. They were looking at you through the lens of like their own toxicity or their own trauma. And it feels like they never really got to see you for who you were when the two of you were talking or together. And now they're coming to the realization of like, what I had with this person really was real. This was a real commitment. They were very committed to me in the way they showed up for me. I was too blind to see it. And now that they're gone, that's exactly what I deserve, right? That's exactly what should have happened. And I don't fault this person for leaving me because I wasn't healthy or I was toxic or I was destructive to them. And they didn't deserve any of that. So this is what your person is feeling about you currently. It looks like there's still some fond feelings that they have for you. And they do feel like they've made the wrong decision as far as like how they treated your connection. The difficult part is for some of you, it looks like this person is either with someone else or they're just not at a place in their life where they feel like they've dealt with enough of their toxicity to come towards you, because they know they have a tendency to like act out or sabotage situations, right? So they're definitely not speaking on it, not reaching out, but this is what's going on in their headspace and their heart space. I hope that this reading was able to provide you with clarity on what's going on with your person. If you'd like to see more of these readings, please let me know. Or if you have any ideas or questions that you'd like to see me touch on or answer in collective readings, feel free to drop a comment below and just let me know, because my goal is to make content that is beneficial to you, right? So feel free to interact with the comment section and tell me what kind of videos you would like to see. It's been a pleasure to read for all of you, and I will speak to you again soon. Bye.